Oh yeah, it's time for more the Gamefest 2 CD. Scoop da da whoop da poop. Yeah, go. Alright, so where did we leave off? Yeah, we had started the VGA games, so I did Doom and Raptor, which I had somewhat negativer than average opinions of. Is negativer a word? I'm starting to forget what are proper English words, because in German you could definitely say negative. Okay, anyway. So I did VGA Sharks, and that's where we left off. Tank Wars! Outstanding VGA only tank game. This is, for me personally, this is a game where the exclamation mark is actually warranted for once. This is actually, oh man, this is a fun game. I like this game. This is one of those, you know how sometimes people have guilty pleasures, like they don't want to admit that they really like that one song or that one movie, but they really do, because it's just kind of like it's kind of embarrassing to like it as much as they do, but they just do anyway. This is like that for me. This game is just, oh man, this game is, it's one of those games where it's like, oh, I don't want to, it's such a stupid game, I don't really want to admit that I like it, but I just do. You may notice that the game files are called BOM. The reason for that is, well, that's a huge doc file. It has a 22, and it's not a Word doc file. It's actually a, hold on. There's a bomb.doc and then there's a bomb.txt. Crazy stuff, man. Yeah, this file is just. Hold on. Where do I have list? Do I have lists somewhere on this? Because I'd like to actually view these files in a bit more. Hold on, did I copy a list anywhere here? I don't know that I did, because I probably didn't use it anywhere. That's a pity, because actually now I feel like I kind of want to look at those doc files in more detail. I think I probably have it somewhere here, but I don't. Okay, well, that's a pity, because I'd like to actually see what's in these text files. There's even an ICO file, a Windows icon. The reason why it's the files are called BOM, even though the game is called Tank Wars, is because it changed the name. I think for copyright reasons it was called Tank Wars before, and then they found out that there's another game called Tank Wars, and so they said, okay, let's just call it BOM, because I don't think you can copyright a single word. Anyway, let's run BOM. The game here is still called Tank Wars. Yeah, copyright 1999 by Kenny Morris. Those are really awesome color cycling effects. I always love these sort of fake animations done by just color cycling. It's done to great effect in some scenes. It was really done to. One of my favorite examples is the genetics labs in Space Quest 5. That waterfall in genetics is just really, it's so simple, but it really looks good. Anyway, so yeah, Tank Wars 2.0. You can use a mouse in this game, but I do not, because mice are for bad people. Don't take it personally if you like. Well. Okay, there are situations where it's appropriate to use a mouse, but this is not one of them. So, what do we have for sound options? Okay, those are nice options. Effect on, flying off. Oh yeah, so this is just a global sound effect change to turn sound effects on and off. And then this is for turning sound effects on and off of flying projectiles. This is better kept off because it is quite annoying. Game options, we have a few more of them. Crumble percent, rebounding walls, no. I like trail visible to be yes. Some people think it's annoying, but I like to actually see, I like the tracers to remain, so you can see where the rounds shot. Well, visible, yes. Tanks fall, yes. Explosions killed. Computer can buy, yes. Background, none. What do we have for background options here? Background A, B, C. Let's do random. I actually usually play without backgrounds in this game, but now I'm curious what the backgrounds look like. Let's try that. Did that save? Yeah, it did. Let's do 3 players. How many players can you have? Up to 10? So you can have 2 to 10 players. 10 gets pretty crazy. Let's do 3 games, which is actually rounds. Let's do an odd number of rounds so that you can't have a tie. Well, I guess you can still have a tie, but you can have like a 3-way tie, or there can be, I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and start. So, we have 3 players. I can play with keyboard, mouse, or computer. Well, computer means, keyboard and mouse means this is a human player playing with either keyboard or mouse, and computer means it's a computer-controlled player. So I will go ahead and make player 2 a computer, and he can be Mr. Stupid, he can be a lobber, he can be a rifleman, he can be lob and shoot, he can be a windless wit, or he can be a twanger. Let's Let's keep it fairly simple and have number 2 be a Mr. Stupid, and then number 3 can be... Wait, is that? Okay. And then number 3 can be a lobber, I guess. So Mr. Stupid is basically completely random, and then a lobber is... I realize what I'm saying now probably doesn't make a lot of sense until you see the game, so let's just go ahead and click start, actually, and now you can see the game. Wow, that's a crazy background, man. That's one of those random backgrounds. Check out that psychedelic background, dude. It's crazy. Okay, so now you see what kind of game it is. This is basically... it's Scorched Earth. I mean, probably the best known DOS game of this genre is Scorched Earth. But there are many, many games of this type. There are actually quite a lot of, artillery games where basically the whole point is you choose an angle. So here you choose the angle with the left and right arrow keys. And I really like that sound. Some people probably think that sound is very annoying, but I actually love the sound it makes when you change your power in this game. It sounds so cool. Like I said, guilty pleasure. Okay, so yeah, so you choose your angle, you choose your power, and you shoot. That's it. Bearing in mind that the wind at the top is blowing at 48, whatever, I mean, there are no units, it's just 48. I mean, in real life, you'd say miles per hour, kilometers per hour, or parsecs per second, or something like that. But now here it's just 48. It's a unitless. Anyway, so is 40 and 280 good here? Wait, which one am I? Oh, I'm red, right? Yeah, I'm the red tank on the left. 40 and 280, is that good? I don't know. I'll just press spacebar to fire. Okay, too much power. Okay. That's why I love this game. The explosion, just those explosions. They're basically just big red circles that appear and make horrible sounds with the PC speaker, but I just think they're so cool. The explosions in this game are they are absolutely fantastic. That's why I say it's a guilty pleasure. I mean, it's really just, it's a very prurient sort of pleasure, but wait, is prurient the right word? I forget now. What is prurient? I mean, like childish, like kind of like characteristic of sort of childish young people who just like stupid things like that. But I take this ridiculous sort of... Anyway, I have to obviously go much lower than 280. Let's try, I don't know, 127. Sure, why not? All right. That was just a lucky shot. That was just pure luck. That was just spot on, pure luck. Anyway. So yeah, Mr. Stupid killed himself. So like I said, Mr. Stupid is completely random. Every shot he just chooses a completely random angle and power. The lobber tries to be a little bit more intelligent and will adjust his... I say his, but obviously this applies to female players as well. The lobber will try to adjust his or her... Well, it's a computer character actually, so it's genderless. But anyway, the computer will just... The lobber will try to adjust their trajectory and power slightly shot by shot until they keep creeping closer to their target, and with every shot they get a little closer, so you have to hit them. You usually have a few shots that you can hit them before they hit you, but you have to be careful because obviously they will get you eventually. So now I have $6,900 in game and I can buy some stuff. Let's buy... Do I want to buy something? I mean, just as in Scorched Earth, you can buy dirt weapons, which actually just create more dirt, which I never really... I guess they have some strategic usage, but I never really got into that. And then the rest of these, I believe, are just more powerful versions of the weapons you already have. What is a CRI? Is that an MIRV? I don't know, I'll just press D for done. Start the next round. There we go. So yeah, the lobber is way off, so we still have some time before we can hit the lobber. In some situations, the Mr. Stupid can actually be more dangerous than the lobber, because the Mr. Stupid will sometimes get one lucky shot. It will sometimes happen that a Mr. Stupid will just, bam, kill you with one shot, because it's random, you know. As they say, a broken clock is right twice a day, so... But usually the lobber is the larger threat, so let's... is that enough? I don't know, let's try that. Okay, not quite enough. See, he almost got me. That Mr. Stupid on the right almost got me. It's just pure luck. Okay, I was gonna need a little more. Let's say one... is that too much, or is that... I don't know. I've lost my feel. You have to kind of you have to play these games a while to get a feel for what numbers correspond to what distance. I haven't played this game in a long time, so let's try this. Oh, that was... Again, that was just a lucky guess. I mean, it was a somewhat educated guess, but it was still kind of a lucky guess. Okay, I can't... I cannot shoot at the same angle I shot before because I'm just going to hit this hill and damage myself. So I'm going to have to increase my angle somewhat. And because the wind is blowing against me now, I will need to significantly increase my power. So is that too much? Let's try that. Yeah, it was too much. I thought it might be, but I didn't want... I wanted to err on the side of caution because I didn't want the wind to blow it back and hit me. So, okay, let's go down a bit from here. Is that... Oh, very close. Okay, no sound effects, but still a cool effect. Yeah, so that's just why I like this game. I mean, I just like the sound effects. I just like the punchiness of the sound effects. Sometimes you get really huge explosions that are just really insane in how huge they are. And yeah, I mean, the graphics are nice. You know, they're very simple graphics, but the graphics are colorful and cool, and it's just fun. It's such a simple, stupid game, but it's just a lot of fun. I really have a lot of fun with this one. So my favorite upgrade here, which I can now afford because I have more than 20,000 bucks, is the Vic's Guide. So there's Herb's Guide and Vic's Guide, which correspond respectively to a horizontal and vertical guidance system. The energy shield protects you from taking damage from projectiles. So you can actually get hit with the energy shield and take less damage, and then inertia damper, I believe, reduces falling damage if the ground under you should get blown out. If the ground gets blown from under you. But the most useful upgrade by far, probably, the most useful non-weapon upgrade probably is, I think actually, I shouldn't say non-weapon. I think the most valuable upgrade, period, is the Vic's Guide. I usually want to get that as soon as possible. So I buy that, press done. Now, when it's my turn, yeah, see on the right-hand side, that V, that white V there, that means that it's available. So if I press V, it turns red, and that means I'm using vertical guidance now, but I will avoid using it for now. I'm going to try and hit these guys without having to use any guidance, because I think I only have 5 of them. How many did I buy? I think I bought 5, so I'll try to conserve them. Let's see, should I increase? Let's try this. Okay, that's completely wrong. Whoa, that guy almost got me. Okay, should I get the... Let's get the lobber first. Ooh, very close. I just need to reduce my power by a little bit. Alright, there we go. Nice. That's what the dirt weapons do. They create, or some of the dirt weapons do, they just create a huge spray of dirt like that and just goes flying everywhere. Okay. Well, I've already been playing this for something like 10 minutes, so I don't want to make the whole video about this game. So let me just go ahead and turn the vertical guidance on just so you can see what it does. And what I'll do, I'll just shoot at max power. Actually, I think I can use, hold on, let me, yeah. Wow. Those are interesting sound effects. Yeah, you can use page up and page down to change your power even faster. So I'll just go ahead and shoot at 1000 power. Bam. And it tells me to choose a target. Obviously, the only target remaining is Mr. Stupid on the left. So there we go. And this is what vertical guidance does. It basically makes the projectile stop all horizontal motion as soon as it's over the target. And then it just, yeah, it just drops straight down onto them. There's also horizontal guidance, which basically, yeah, there we go. Okay, I didn't get a really big explosion that time, but that's all right. Anyway, you get the idea. That's Tank Wars. What a fun game. I mean, what a dumb game. Oh, this is going to be hard because the wind is blowing at 180 now. It's a very strong wind. But not with vertical guidance. With vertical guidance, it's actually quite easy. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and quit. Wait, how do I quit? Yes, okay. Hold on, let me see. Does Q quit? No, it does not. Control Q quits. Okay, are you sure you wish to quit? Yes, I do. I mean, yes, I am. There we go. Game aborted. Man, Tank Wars, such a cool game. I could play that for hours. I used to just play that for hours. It's so much fun. It's so simple and so dumb, but it's just such fun. That's really like the essence of great DOS game. That's really like, if you want to understand the fun and the appeal of DOS games, play a lot of Tank Wars because that game is so much fun. Scud Attack. This is also a fun game. It's not as much fun as Tank Wars, but then what is? Let's see. Let's go ahead and play Scud. Actually, this is a game. I don't have a mouse. I'm playing on my laptop. All I have is a touchpad. This is really a game for a mouse. What the heck? I'll play with the touchpad. It's going to be quite painful, but I'm just showing the game. Hold on, let me show the doc file real quick. Whoopee! 256 color graphics library for Quick Basic 4.5. Okay, so I guess this is written in QBasic, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Scud attack by... Okay. There we go. So here's the deal. You need to attack these incoming Scuds. Okay, I did that very badly. So basically, you click the mouse once to launch a... There we go. You click the mouse once to launch a missile, and then you click again to make it explode, and hopefully explode it near enough to the incoming Scud that it explodes the Scud. This is considerably more comfortable with a mouse, but actually it's not too bad with the touchpad. Now that I missed that one, darn it. There we go, that worked. So you can click the left or right mouse button to make your missile fly out of I was too far away. Yeah, so it actually, if you click the left mouse button, then your missile will come out of the left launcher like that. And if you click the right mouse button, then your missile will come out of the right launcher like that. And then I think you can press either mouse button to make your intercepted missile blow up. It is also nice that your missiles can hover. I'm not aware of any intercepting missile. Actually, I'm not aware of any kind of missile that can hover. I think that actually defies the definition of a missile. But in this game they can, so it's nice. How long does this go on for? I should have launched from the right side, but that's okay. I still got it anyway. Does this just go on forever? Or does it stop? I seem to recall it stops at like 20, or is that just... Oops. Too early. You know, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know when this stops. I'll just quit. Anyway. Yeah, it is created with Quick Basic 4.5. Yeah, David Peterson from Riverdale, Maryland. Man, what a... his Delphi ID is Whoopie Dave. That's a cool... man, that's... I mean... Okay, it's not as much fun as Tank Wars, but that's a kind of a nice game. I mean, the thing is, you know, Tank Wars is literally the kind of game that I could and did play for hours. This is more like the kind of game that I would play for a few minutes, and then I'd say, okay, well, that's fun, but, you know, I'm kind of done with it now. I mean, yeah, it's nice. I mean, the sound effects are very annoying, but okay, you guys, you can just turn off your sound. The graphics are nice, but the gameplay just, you know, there's not much to it. There's not much of the gameplay in Tank Wars either, but just somehow it's just so compelling. It's the kind of thing that... Again, I just play it for hours and just never get tired of it. Just wow, Tank Wars, man. All right, MoreF Super Blast is another breakout game. There are actually quite a lot of these MoreF games on this CD. We'll see more of these later. I'm going to go ahead and skip this one because, you know, it's a breakout game and we've seen this before. Mario. I think I showed that before, the Mario Brothers game. If not, oh hey, this package has Scud Attack in it as well. War, a game just called War. Hand-eye coordination game. Is it worth trying a hand-eye coordination game? I'm going to skip that one. Uno is the popular card game. Yeah, okay, I mean, everybody knows Uno, right? Squirmer games is popular, similar to the popular game Centipede? Curious. BJ Jigsaw, yeah, another... I think this... Yeah, this is another game from Alive Software. This is, I mean, it's just a jigsaw puzzle. Yeah, is that worth? Let's skip over that. I think, unless somebody really wants to see it. Jungle Jack. Oh, I remember this. This is it's Pipe Dream. It's Pipe Dream, except it's canals in the jungle instead of pipes in a plumbing system. Bananoid. Have I ever played Bananoid? Let's just very quickly play Bananoid. This is another breakout style game, and there's really not much to most of these games because I think most of you have probably seen countless. Oh, it's a lot of files. I think most of you have probably seen countless Arkanoid breakout clones throughout your lives, but this one is special to me for a couple of reasons. First of all, because the graphics are very VGA. I mean, look at these graphics. These are like the most VGA graphics you've ever seen. Hold on, can I? Okay, here we go. The sound's nothing to speak of, but this is also something I should be playing with a mouse. Playing this with a touchpad is not working out for me. Oh, hey, that red power-up gave me lasers. Now I can... Okay, well, I lost the laser because I lost my paddle, but anyway. Oh man, look at that banana. Look at that banana. Oh wow. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love VGA graphics effects like that, man. That's oh, it's so awesome. It's like a neon VGA banana next to a floppy disk. Why is the floppy disk there? No one knows. It's just there. And then why is the banana there? And why is it? I don't know. Nobody can explain that. It's just it looks so good. Oh man, that's like the best VGA graphics effect ever. It's so awesome. I like it very much. I like. Oh okay. I'm terrible at, okay, I'm obviously terrible at this game. I should be playing with a mouse, but I mean, I would be better with a mouse, but I still wouldn't be good. But I think I'd be a little better than this, probably. Yeah, I'm quite... I was never good at these types of games for some reason. I think the problem is, probably the common problem that people have is they try to be the paddle. You're supposed to, you know, they say be the ball, but you're trying to be the club or be the paddle instead. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, Bananoid always has a special place in my heart, partly because I like the VGA graphics, as you probably noticed, but also way back when I was something like 14 years old, I actually called Sierra's BBS. So Sierra Online, obviously, the company that makes all those Quest adventures. They used to have a dial-in BBS in Washington State that you could dial into, and I actually did dial into it for a while when I was a kid and incurred a very large phone bill, which my mother was not very happy about at all. But yeah, I actually dialed into that BBS and downloaded a few things from there with my 2400 baud modem or 2400 baud modem. And Bananoid was, I think, the very first game that I downloaded from the Sierra BBS, and so for that reason it has a special place in my heart and memory, just because it was the first thing that I downloaded from the Sierra BBS when I dialed in it, because it was a small download, and with a 2400 baud modem you don't want to download very large files because it doesn't make much sense to do so. X modem protocol, man. Yeah, actually no, Z modem or Z modem was the best protocol because it had error correcting during downloads, so you didn't have to start the whole download over if there was if there was any corruption in the download. Anyway, let's continue. So that was Bananoid. Oh yeah, and there was a Mahjong game there as well. I think it was another TEGL game. TEGL makes a lot. Or was that the other Mahjong game that I don't know. But I mean, it's Mahjong. I mean, we've seen Mahjong games before, probably. Mahjong for the VGA. Oh, I like the VGA. MoreF Stones is a barter gambling game. Okay. Many species congregate to play. Supports monochrome up to Super VGA. Oh, MoreF's World. Okay, this is a game we should see. Hold on, do I... MoreF's Entrap. Yeah, see, there are a lot of these MoreF's game, but by far... Oh, Scorched Earth is here. Have I featured Scorched Earth on my channel before? I'm not sure if I have. I might... One-Armed Bandit, Wolfenstein. Yeah, Wolfenstein 3D I have featured before. Oh, Jill of the Jungle. Okay, nice. Well, I mean, most people know that game, but okay, I'll do Jill of the Jungle next time. I'm just looking ahead to see what's ahead. Because MoreF's World is probably going to take a while. This is kind of a slow game. Like, it's a game that takes a long... Okay, this is probably going to be the rest of the video now. All right, let's go ahead and do this. This is... MoreF's World. It's an RPG. It's not the best RPG. It's not my favorite game, but it, just run MW. Yeah, there we go. Man, look at all these resolutions. This is one thing they like about this game. You can choose, yeah, this is another game that supports resolutions all the way from 320 by 200 black and white. It's actually monochrome VGA in gray shades. Oh yeah, the one at the top is actual monochrome. The one at the top is actual monochrome Hercules graphics. Let's see, do we want to... Yeah, sure, what the heck, let's do the highest resolution, the highest number of colors, which is obviously A, 1024x768 with 256 colors. Ultra high-res VGA requires 1 meg of RAM. Wow, I don't know if I can handle 1 meg of video RAM. What is that, 1 meg of video RAM or 1 meg of system RAM? I don't know, either way, I don't think it's a problem. Okay, I'll press A. Um, hmm. Um, um, each time an incorrect selection is made, you have to press Control Alt Delete and try again. I actually had a Trident video card when I in my first PC, and so I could actually truthfully say that I had a Trident card. Here, I mean, there's no VESA options, so I don't know. Let's press 1. Will that work? Loading, please be patient. Did it crash? I'm not sure if it crashed or if I should still wait. I know it says loading, please be patient, but that's the thing. When things like this say please be patient, please wait, you're never really sure. You don't want to just like jump the gun and say, "Oh, it must have crashed. I'm going to restart it." But because it says please be patient, but how long am I supposed to be patient for? I don't think it should take this long. Yeah, it definitely shouldn't take this long. Okay, let's go ahead and okay. I hate to be impatient, but I'm going to go ahead and close DOSBox and restart it. There we go. There's DOSBox. So I need to probably unmount C again. I think I just did this in the last video. DOSBox. DOSBox. Gamefest 2. No, wait. What is it now? Now I forget. Oh, yeah, I think I got it right. Yeah, yes, I did. Okay. All right, let's try this again. You know what? Forget the ultra high-res VGA. Let's just do mode 13 is probably 4. It looks like mode 13, so it's 320-200. So we still get 256 color graphics, but instead of high-res graphics, now we get low-res VGA graphics, relatively low-res VGA graphics. I'll press 4. This should work, right? Please copy and distribute this game freely. AMD presents copyright 1991 MoreF. Right, so it shows you all the different types of monsters. This is basically an effect or whatever where it shows you all the different types of monsters that you can encounter in the game. You can see there are a relatively limited number of them. Okay, so written and produced by Steve MoreF, artwork by Rodney Page, and financed by our registered users. Please copy and distribute this game. Okay, can I start the game now, please? Special thanks to AMD. Oh, it is actually Advanced Micro Devices. I thought that when I saw that, I did think of Advanced Micro Devices, but I thought that might be a different AMD. But no, it is actually Intel's competitor. We at MoreF use only AMD processors and coprocessors whenever possible, and we encourage our customers to do the same. When you visit your local dealer, ask for AMD processors and coprocessors by name. Wow. It really sounds like AMD paid them for that plug, but I actually think they might have written that willingly because they were so... some people really took this very seriously. This was like Microsoft versus Apple back in the day. Some people really took the whole Intel versus AMD thing very seriously. I get the feeling that these guys were not paid by AMD to write this, but actually wrote that of their own volition. Creating a character, okay, we don't need to read that, I don't think. Race selection. Do I want to be human, elf, dwarf, hobbit, gnome, ogre, sprite, or imp? I'm going to be uncomplicated and boring and choose human. Let's see. Okay, sure, why not? Please type your name. It helps if I spell it correctly. Actually, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay, fighter, worshipper, monk, wizard, priest, sage, or mage. I mean, fighters obviously, yeah, it says fighter's simple to play. Worshipper is a very poor fighter, can cast many priestly spells. Interesting to play, but requires very peaceful attitude. Okay. Monk doesn't use weapons, can't keep any items, magic or not, deadly with hands, and has the ability to cast spells without spell books. That doesn't sound too bad. Wizard doesn't fight well but gets more spells than another class. Should have very high intelligence. Good for advanced players. I'm not an advanced player, I don't think. Priest, moderate fighters, many defensive and subtle spells. Should have high wisdom, but all characteristics are important. Sage, poor fighter. Sage is not for beginners. Poor fighter, good for exploring without being noticed. I like exploring without being noticed. Gains experience just for exploring. I like that. This class must be played very carefully, not for beginners. Mage, what the heck? I'll just choose fighter. Come on. Okay. Do I? All right, here we go. Okay, yeah, so this is the game. So it has a unique sort of thing where it shows you what's ahead of you, behind you, to the left and to the right, like this. This is how it actually represents your four directions, so you don't have to keep turning around. You know, in some games, you need to turn around to see what's behind you or what's to the side, but here you just see at all times what's on all four compass directions, which is kind of strange, but I guess it works in a way. So objective, use the arcades to explore the dungeon, use the ladders to descend to deeper, more dangerous places. So if I go, yeah, here I can hit D to go down. Oh, and we've already encountered a monster. You're fighting the monster in the west view, monster type kobold. Isn't it kobold? How do I fight? Okay, I pressed F, I think. Okay, yeah, I think F is for fight. So you missed the monster and the monster missed. F. There we go, you hit. Monster takes 6 points damage and does 5 points. You killed it! Awesome. Okay, now I have 11 experience. Nice. So yeah, this is MoreF's world. So it does some unique things. Okay, here's a dwarf. The dwarf should be hopefully fairly easy to deal with. Or maybe not. There we go. So yeah, MoreF's world does a few interesting things. I like the auto map on the left, simplistic as it is. Press H for help. Press H for help or press F1 for extensive help. Wow, okay. So this is H for help. Ooh, B is change bricks. So you can change the bricks to have different styles. I guess it's just the level of detail. These view stats. What do my stats look like? Okay, that's pretty cool. And if you press F1, one thing that I remember really liking about this game, yeah, this is the extensive help. So, let's see. Wow, it's like, yeah, there we go. Objective of the game. Press 0 for objective of the game. I remember always liking this little blurb. This was probably one of the first really well thought out answers that I have ever seen in my life to the question, what is the purpose of life? If you've ever asked yourself, what is the meaning or the purpose of life? As a kid playing this game, this was probably one of the first serious kind of answers that I ever saw to that question. And for that reason, it sticks out in my memory. Because most people say something like, to be happy, or there is no purpose in life, or for some people, it's make a lot of money. But here, this is kind of, it's a little philosophical, To become more powerful and to survive. In real life, many of us wonder what our purpose in life is. Most of us never really know the answer to the question, but we answer it by default in the following way. We choose our purpose or our goal in life by what we do. Some of us try to help make the world a better place. Others may want to explore the unknown through science and research. Some try to spread the word of their religions through the world. Still others make their objective to gain wealth and power. For the purposes of this fantasy game, let's focus on that last one. You probably choose your objective when you select a class for your character. However, the primary goal in MoreF's world is to become more powerful and to obtain treasure and magic items. In other words, there is no single objective that represents the end of the game. Instead, there is a constant struggle to gain wealth and power. It is possible to become so powerful that nothing can harm you. This could be seen as a final goal. There you go. I mean, that's just... It's not Plato. It's not... Descartes or something like that. But I mean, just, it's like a serious answer, or like a relatively serious attempt to answer the question, what is the meaning of life? What is the purpose of life in a role-playing game like this? I thought that was kind of cool. I remember always liking that. So there are some things about this game that it really does well, that are really remarkable about it. Like, again, the 4-way perspective, the ridiculous number of video modes that it supports, some unique things with the controls and the interface, and then just that little blurb about the purpose of the game, like the objective of the game in in the in-game help. I mean, stuff like that I thought was just very special. And then you can say, yeah, one is general play of the game. So here's information about the general play of the game. Yeah, and the extensive in-game health. All these helpful in-game screens, stuff like that is really... I like documentation. I like reading game documentation. I think that it's a lot of fun to read about how to play a game. And I always appreciated good documentation. I remember one of my first PC games was F-19 Stealth Fighter, which came with a 200-page manual, and I loved reading that manual. I just really love reading them. I still have that manual as a PDF. Unfortunately, I don't have the physical manual anymore, but I just really love the documentation that came with that game. It's just so cool to read. Yeah, I just really like stuff like this. Anyway, but I mean, you know, as an RPG, as a game, it's an RPG. You walk around, you encounter random monsters, you fight the monsters. What is that? Armored fighter. It reminds me a bit of the stormtroopers from Star Wars, except obviously the helmet is different, but everything else looks kind of similar. Anyway, let's fight the armored fighter. We missed. Okay. Oh, he has 7 health points. Okay, HP 7. So he has 7 health points. I have 27. Shouldn't be that difficult, but it also depends on what our attack and okay, there we go. I got him. There we go. I got him. Oh, and what's that over there? That is an ogre. Okay, can I get the ogre? Okay. Ogres obviously hit hard, so yeah, he hit me for 5 points of damage. Come on. Holy cow, he did 14 points of damage. I might actually die. He has only 1 point left, but if I don't hit him... Okay. I just barely survived that encounter. Wow, I'm down to 3 health points. Oh, good news, you found a spell paper. The spell is a level 1 wizard spell. Hit any key for a description of the spell on the paper. Minor protection reduces the likelihood that the caster will be hit by any monster. Okay. Not bad. Alright, well, I think I'm likely to die soon, since that ogre really took a lot out of me. Okay, here's a kobold, but I'm not in any shape for fighting, so let's see what happens. Missed. Okay, he killed me. Everything goes black. You are drifting. You feel strangely detached from the world. You hear wispy sounds that sort of resemble music. You can't seem to find your body. Hit any key. Now you are falling down. Here comes the earth. Guess I'll be staying a bit longer. You've been raised by the temple as per your raised dead contract. Note the loss of constitution. Oh, now might be an excellent time to climb up the ladder and buy another raised contract. It may be a little more expensive now, but hey, you've got a service you might really need, and they know it. Hit any key. Okay, so I had a raised dead contract, which raised me from the dead. Well, let's do the logical thing now and go ahead and get ourselves killed to see what happens when we die without a raised dead contract. Probably just the game ends permanently. But let's just see what happens. I'm just going to go ahead and get myself killed. Let's fight some monsters until I die, which shouldn't take too long. Especially if I find an ogre. These other monsters are... These other... I'm speaking too fast today. I'm just so excited by all these great games that we're seeing. I am excited. These low-level monsters really don't do a lot of damage. It takes forever to get killed by them, which, I mean, I guess is normally a good thing if you're trying to survive, but I'm actually playing to see what happens if I get killed. So, all right, here's an ogre. This guy should be able to make pretty short work of me. At least he did last time. Come on. Whoa! I find 226 stones. They're mostly ivory stones. Wow, okay, let's, yeah, take everything. 23 ivory stones, 221 jewel stones. Wow, man, that was a hefty take home. All right. I'm down to 12 health points, but I should still be able to... Now I'm down to 10. Come on. There we go. Got that dwarf, but... I think... Oh, what is this now? A yellow spider. Okay. Oh, I actually killed it. All right. Now when I'm actually trying to die, it's difficult to die when I'm actually trying to do so to see what happens. All right, there's a armored fighter. Man, we just keep missing each other. I miss him, he misses me. Wow. It's like It's like a dance. One step forward and two steps back. Yes, of course, I only know that song from the GTA San Andreas soundtrack, just like everyone else. Well, I guess there probably is someone in the world who... Ooh, I found a cup of health. Press any key to drink the wonderful liquid and gain a few health points. Okay. Want to gain 6 health points? Alright, I guess that's better than nothing. Except when you're trying to die, as I am, but... Oh, it's a dead end. Where are all the monsters? First time around I died very quickly. Now when I'm trying to die, I can't find any monsters to kill me. I mean, it's not that important. It's not my life's... the goal of the game is not to die in MoreF's world. I'm just trying to see what the game does when you die. Like, does it end permanently? Does it give you some kind of fancy game over screen, or does it just... I found 10 stones. Great, take all. Okay. Ooh, you're ready to gain a level to make you more powerful. You must stay at an inn to gain a level. Okay, so I can actually go to an inn and sleep, and that would bump me up to level 2, but I'm actually trying to get killed here. Sorry, game, I have other plans. Man, where are all the monsters? Seriously, okay, here we go. Here's a dwarf. Will this guy kill me? Oh, he did 6 points of damage. Okay, I'm down to 3 health points. Wow. Come on, man. It's this hard to get killed. It's seriously like this difficult now when I'm actually trying to say what... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. The first time I got killed so easily. Well, it's that one ogre. It's that one stupid ogre who hit me like 14 points of damage. Okay, this is an orc. You're badly wounded. You should cure yourself with a cure spell to go search the town for a temple. Okay, there we go. He killed me. Alright, can't seem to find your body. I think you're dead. Too bad you didn't buy another raised dead contract at the temple. Hit any key. Oh, and that's it. Okay, just have to create a character. Okay, that's it. You come back to the character selection screen. That's what happens. Alright, let's just... I think that's all I need. I think I've seen enough this game, so I'll go ahead and quit. Get the latest and greatest version of MoreF's world. I'm going to assume that 1-800 number does not take you to MoreFware anymore. Please read this. Well, this beginner's version, so the shareware version, contains 16 level-deep dungeons. The advanced version contains about twice as many monster classes and 125 levels. Man. MoreF's Entrap, yeah, mind-bending logic game, MoreF Stones. What do they do in the taverns in MoreF's world? They play stones, of course. What a silly question. MoreF's Pinball. Yeah, there's a pinball game in Super Blast as well. This is that Breakout game, right? Yeah. MoreF's Fly game. Oh, I think I played that. Yeah, very simple game indeed, but it looks nice. It has nice VGA effects, or at least I liked it. MoreF's Revenge. Is this MoreF's Revenge? Is that like a sequel to MoreF's World, I guess, probably. Games. To order from MoreFware International. All right. U.S. callers, please do not call just for fun. Each time someone calls, we pay for that call. We can also obtain the phone number of the caller. because the 1-800 number that they pay when you call them. Again, I don't think that number works anymore. That was MoreF's World. So you can see it has some nice... it's a very quirky game. It's one of those games that could only come from the work of one person, one person making a game. It has some very quirky things which are representative of design decisions made by the designer, but it's... I also play that game quite a bit. I mean, it's your usual RPG. You crawl around the dungeons, you get into a lot of random combat, and other than that, there's not much to it. But it has a certain kind of charm to it, doesn't it? There's a certain something to that game that always drew me to it. I feel like I've been speaking very quickly throughout this video because I'm just so excited about all these great games. I love seeing so many great games and being able to play them again. Some of these games I haven't seen in so long, and these are really great memories that I'm experiencing to see these great games again and remember and experience these wonderful VGA graphics and just the fun of going through these games again. Man, I should see how far I can get in MoreF's world. I should probably try to build up a character and yeah. Anyway, all right. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed. I hope that it's been fun watching. And next time we'll see more VGA games like this from the Gamefest 2 CD. Until then, thanks again, everyone. I hope you're all well, and I am out of here. Ta-ta.